The next piece is Slava on Guard by Cesar. Now it's a Russian piece, however, Cui is not really a Russian composer. He is the son of a French Napoleonic soldier who stayed around in Russia after the Russians defeated the French. He married a Lithuanian woman, and they had Cesar. Cesar Cui is well known for a bunch of little encore violin pieces that every violinist plays outside of Russia. Not much of the rest of his music is that really well known. And actually, he isn't even played that much in Russia. They don't like him. One of the reasons was he had a very acerbic tongue. He was one of his jobs was as a critic. And he would go to concerts and absolutely tear the composers to shreds for what they did with their music. Supposedly, Rachmaninoff considered suicide after one of his reviews was published. He was really not well liked. And again, the fact that he is not Russian, but French and Lithuanian, who happened to be born and living in Russia, made him not that popular. He wrote the piece in 1915. It's called Slava on Guard. And Slava is a ship, and it's guarding the Russian coast. It exists in a 2-piano version. It says on it, for military wind orchestra. However, I do not know of an existence of a wind orchestra version. I have contacted the Russian embassy, the Russian Consulate for Cultural Affairs, the Russian State Library, who actually uploaded the duo piano version to the Petrucci Library, and no one has gotten back to me. Of course, Russia's not getting back to anyone right now. They're a little suspicious of anyone who's not Russian, so they didn't want to talk to me. I'm probably on the NSA watch list now because I tried contacting 3 different Russian sources. As far as I know, there probably is a band version somewhere. And again, because Cui was not liked, when the revolution happened in 1917, there's a good chance that some of the imperialist stuff was just trashed. And so it may not even exist anymore if it ever did. It's kind of a programmatic thing. You hear this little bit of a patriotic theme, and that's the ship, in my estimation, it's the ship going out of harbor to start patrolling the seas. We hear a bunch of bugle calls, and that's calling the troops on deck to do their daily duties. Eventually there's another bugle call, and we come to a rather mysterious section. Now remember, World War I is underway. So originally Russia felt pretty secure. I mean, they had a German princess who was their empress, so they weren't going to get, Cousin Willie wasn't going to invade them, but they ended up getting involved in World War I anyways. And so now we have Slava, which by the way means glory. Slava is protecting the coast. We hear this kind of eerie bit of music as it's patrolling, maybe looking out for German warships. Eventually it gets through and it comes safely back into port. And that's, I think, what you'll hear in the music. Slava on Guard by Cesar Cui.